So good morning, children. Welcome to my class. This is a second class of vectors. In the previous class, we have just discussed about what is the necessity of a vector and what is the difference between a vector and a scalar, and how to represent a vector, and how do we add vectors. And we have seen various types of vectors also, and we have also seen how do we take out the angle between two given vectors. So this was our previous topic, and in today's class we will be just seeing the graphical method of vector addition. And in this particular graphical method of vector addition, we will be just seeing the three different types of laws: triangle law of vector addition, and parallelogram law of vector addition, and polygon law of vector addition. This polygon law of vector addition is simply nothing but duplication of these two laws itself, but we will be using if we have more than two vectors. So this is nothing but if we have two vectors to be added, these two laws are famous, and we will be using these two laws. Basically, addition of vectors will be of two different methods. One method is a graphical method, which is this in today's class we will be just seeing, and another method is analytical method. Types of additions. One is a graphical method, or we will be calling this as geometrical method also. And another method is analytical method. Which is also nothing but formula based. So in this graphical method, we will be just seeing basic laws. What are the laws involved? There are nothing but triangle law of vector addition, and parallelogram law of vector addition, as well as polygon law of vector addition. So coming, there will be no formula, or there will be no equation given to you for calculation, but I will be explaining what are the methods in detail in today's class. That is, so we have two different laws in this method. Number one is triangle law of vector addition. So here triangle has how many sides? You all know that a triangle is represented by three sides. We can name it as A, B, C. So to add two vectors, consider two vectors, vector A and vector B are to be added. If you add these two vectors like this, vector A plus vector B, and here two vectors are represented in magnitude as well as in direction. We will be getting answer as R. Imagine you can write it as C or A or D or anything, but we will be representing with R. R is called as resultant vector. resultant vector. This also have magnitude and direction. Imagine whenever you add two vectors, the third will be always a vector. We'll never get a scalar. Remember, if we are going to add two vectors, the resultant will be always a vector. So this particular addition will be representing with a triangle. So we will be calling it as a triangle law of vector addition. How do we take it, or how do we represent it? So imagine two vectors. Vector A is given along this direction. Let this be vector A, and magnitude is as well as in direction also. And we have another vector like this. Let this be vector B, such that it is making angle theta with your horizontal. Now if we join these two vectors, how do we join them? We have to join in such a manner that the tail of vector B should touch with vector A head. The tail of vector B should touch with vector A head. How? This is vector A, there is no change. If I bring this vector B nearer to head, the same angle, this is vector B, now vector A. So now they are in one order. So vector A and vector B are taken in order. So order and eppudu antunnam manamu, tail of vector B is joined with head of vector A, then they are said to be in an order. Now they are taken as adjacent sides of a triangle. Adjacent sides means side by side. How they are taken? They are taken in an order. This is an order. Now a triangle should have three sides. The third side is this one. A third side in reverse order. So this is an order. In reverse order means we have to come along this direction. So this will be along this path. This will be the direction. The third side, which is called your vector R. Vector R means resultant, will represent the resultant of vector A and vector B in magnitude. The length will be the magnitude and this will be the direction. Alpha will be the direction. So we can state it. The statement is, if two vectors are represented as adjacent sides of a triangle representing in magnitude and direction, then the third and closing side taken in reverse order is the resultant in magnitude and direction. This is a statement of a triangle law of vector addition. Okay, understood? A girl moves 3 meters
Here are the top search results.
towards east and takes 90-degree turn to her left and moves 4 meters towards north. Then find her displacement. Find her displacement. Let me read the question. A girl moves 3 meters towards east and takes a 90 degrees turn to her left and moves 4 meters towards north. Then find her displacement. The question is, initially you first take down the directions. If this is east, this will be north, south, west. So initially she is moving towards east. How much distance does she move? 3 meters. So 3 meters towards east. Here, after moving, let this be the initial point. After moving to 3 meters, she took a turn, 90 degrees turn to her left. To her left means this side, upward. So she will be moving towards this direction at this point. And how much distance does she cover here? 4 meters. And this is towards north. Now, what is the displacement of her covered? This is the initial point and this is the final point. So this will be the displacement. I got a 90 degree angle here. It is a right angle triangle. So obviously we'll be getting this as a, let this be point be A and B and C. AC mod. It is a hypotenuse. So I can write down it as AB square plus BC square under root. So I will be getting 3 square plus 4 square under root. This will be under root 25. Answer will be 5 meters. So this distance will be 5 meters. Now what will be the direction? Okay, we got the magnitude. What about the direction? Remember, it is a right angle triangle, very special triangle, 3, 4, 5. So the angle which is opposite your 4 meters, this will be 53 degrees only. The angle opposite to 3 meters will be 37 degrees. 90 degrees, 53 degrees and 37 degrees. Now I can call this AC as a vector. ఏ విధంగా చెప్తాం? ఇది నార్త్ అవుతుంది, ఇది ఈస్ట్ అవుతుంది. So this is written as 5 meter displacement, 37 degrees. This angle will be 37 and 37 degrees east of north. Or I can write a 5 meters 53 degrees north of east. That will be also another answer. So this is the problem. Parallelogram law. Imagine you have a box here. Two people standing at this and they both are applying force common. One person is applying force along this direction. Imagine. Second person is applying force along this. So let this be a 1. Let this force be 2. Both of them are pulling towards them. In which direction does the block move? Obviously the block will move along the this. This is taken as the result of these two forces. Similarly, if you consider any two vector, and complete the diagram here. How means this is vector, and if you complete the diagram, so this is parallel and this is the result. So here two vector tails are joined. In previous angle law, we joined the tail of one vector with head of another, and we completed the. But here what I have done is I have taken two vectors as the tails are joined, and based on the particular two set of vectors, I have drawn a parallelogram and I have drawn a diagonal which is passing from their point of intersection, and I am calling this R as a resultant of 1 plus 2 will give you R, and this R will represent in magnitude as well as your direction of the resultant. So I can state how can I state it? If two vectors are represented by adjacent side of a parallelogram by magnitude and acting as common point. Then the resultant is given by the diagonal of the in magnitude and diagonal passing from the point of this statement I can draw and I can give you. So imagine two, let this be vector here. I have another vector represented along this direction, it is making an angle with the horizontal. Let this be vector B. Now what I am doing is I need to join this tail with this tail, so that I can draw like this again, vector A as usual, and this will represent vector B. The angle between them. Now if I draw a parallelogram using this two, this vector A can slide it up, can slide till here. This will be vector as they both are parallel, and this vector B can slide it till here, which is again parallel to vector B. This also will be vector. Now I completed parallelogram. So A and B are taken as adjacent sides of parallelogram such that they are working on common point. Now the resultant is given by the diagonal passing from their point of intersection. This will be the R. I can write vector A plus vector B is R. So this will give you the direction. The length of this vector will give you the direction. Sorry, the length of this particular vector will give you the magnitude, and the angle with your